Hi everyone, welcome back into my channel and this is About Sastra. Yay! We have Mistika. Okay everyone, thank you so much for clicking this video to stop by to watch us, and we have Mistika, and today we're going to have one video to be reacted. Mistika,
yes,
it's a very interesting video.
Wow.
Judulnya aja tuh bikin aku masa really, oh my god, I don't believe it.
Oke.
Katanya
Kenapa?
tidak ada alasan untuk kamu marah di Malaysia. Kamu nggak akan pernah marah kata di video ini ketika kamu ada di Malaysia. Wah.
Bisa jadi sih, Mister, dari berbagai video yang kita sudah reaksikan pertama. Kalau kita susah ya, di sana banyak banget orang-orang yang mau bantu dengan mudahnya gitu loh. Ya kan? Yang kedua, di jalanan pun kayaknya tertib, ya.
Sampah no sampah.
Nah, jadi tuh tingkat stresnya mungkin rendah.
Betul, nggak kayak di Jakarta ya. Semua orang stres.
Paksa udah bikin paneng.
Oke, everyone, kita akan coba dengarkan bagaimana dari reaksi daripada wanita asal Poland yang sudah 7 tahun, correct me if I'm wrong, sudah 7 tahun tinggal di Malaysia dan mengatakan, aku tuh nggak pernah marah di Malaysia, nggak ada alasan untuk aku marah di Malaysia. Wow, interesting. Coba kita lihat ya, 1, 2, 3.
Meet Agata. She's from Poland and has been living in Kuala Lumpur for 7 years.
Wow.
We had an insightful conversation about her experience of dating a Muslim Malaysian, the laid-back lifestyle of local
Dating
people,
Muslim
and all the
Malaysian?
notable differences between Poland and Malaysia. I'm Max, an entrepreneur and YouTuber. Let's get started.
I remember it was just when I moved to Malaysia, so I think there was this time of, Uber was just starting, or maybe I didn't even have a data on my phone yet, and I went to meet people that I knew, and going back at night, and I took a normal, meter taxi, right? And getting back to my place, and I fall asleep in a taxi. The driver wakes me up saying that we've arrived. And I open the door, getting out of the car, and I noticed that I don't recognize this place. I don't think it's where I lived. And again, I just moved in, so I wasn't sure 100%, some buildings do look alike. So I was very confused, right? And just woke up from my nap in the car as well. And then I got scared back to the car, and I'm telling the driver that I don't know if that's where I live. And he was like completely, worried but calm at the same time. He was like, don't worry, get back into the car. Let's find your place. Don't worry about the meter. He's not gonna switch on the meter. We're just drive. And he was like, don't even think of walking, looking for this place on your own in the middle of the night. We're gonna find it. And true enough, he didn't switch on the meter. He was just driving with me everywhere within those small streets between those buildings, and we found the building, and he didn't want any money. He was just genuinely helping me. And I remember I was so shocked that probably if, in other places people would offer that to me, I don't know if I would even agree, because it sounds suspicious.
That's right?
Get into the car, we're just gonna drive with no meter. But then that was the first story that really, it was obviously super surprisingly positive, but also shocking that it wasn't just the one situation. I think it happened to me, obviously analogical stories so many times. Another time, also within, those first days, I went in the middle of the night to get a satay. I didn't have anything in my fridge, so it was not too far. There was the stall selling the satay. So I went there, ate it, and I paid, and I was leaving. And the lady started, shouting and calling me to go back. And I was like, did I forget something? And she was like, where are you going? And I was like, home. And she was like, you're not gonna walk alone in the middle of the night. She started calling her son to drive me off on the bike. And it's literally 2 minutes by walk. Those situations are really countless. So what is surprising was definitely that selflessness and that care and that genuinity that they would help you out and they really worry. But then it was also surprising that it's not one time off. They just are like that. They are just that helpful.
How's it to date a Malaysian?
It's important, Mistika.
From Europe, so
Yeah.
probably you have some cultural differences with them.
Definitely. I mean, I've been with my boyfriend for already almost 9 years, so it's been going great.
It's going
we
great.
can guess from that long time being together. But yeah, I love those little nuances that you constantly, learn and discover.
Can you give an example?
The one was definitely the religion, right? He's Malay, so obviously for me to enter the whole, world of getting to know Islam was something very new. So there were definitely a lot of things that I've never even thought about, like, getting married and needing to convert, or...
Is it?
Yeah.
So if you get married, you need to
Yes.
convert to Muslim.
Correct.
Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yes.
Correct. That was definitely, something that it required discussions and me deepening my knowledge as well. The other things would be for the food, keep your open mind as well, because they take it very seriously.
Whoa.
So to be a very respectful topic as well,
Wow.
but that's regardless of the relationship.
What's your top 3 dishes in Malaysia?
Easy.
Easy.
Yay.
So that's from Sarawak.
Kolomi.
If you haven't tried, you have to. And the third one, banana leaf. Food spot.
Banana leaf? You don't eat
here.
banana
Every time I
leaf?
go to Europe, I started bringing my sambal because you start. And I was always wondering who does that. And later, when I started doing the same, I got it.
What would you recommend to people who are moving to Malaysia? How to make friends here or how to do networking?
People will be talking to you in the restaurants, and you can do the same, right? I remember
Wow.
some of the people I was meeting, and they were my really good friends, and they are my really good friends, were people that I was meeting in the restaurant, or people when I was, pitching my business to, and there was a daughter of the owner that, we friended up. So I think just having it in mind that people here love it. They love talking to you. They are genuinely curious. So maybe, removing that barrier that might make feel people shy of just going out there. Because I think that's the thing in at least in my country, right? It can be a little weird if you go to the stranger and start talking to them, right?
Yeah.
And that's, by the way, was the app that I was developing as my first business to help with that. But then I quickly realized that here people don't have that much of the problem, because if they want to talk, they will approach you. It's a happy place. I feel
Mashallah.
like Malaysians are genuinely happy, and the place, it's overall very, like the lifestyle, it's very chill, but not in the way it's unproductive, but in this way of looking at things. So when I get back to Poland, and of course I'm not saying also that that's the rule, but that's that impression, right? That when I go to Poland, it's very tense environment.
Wow.
Everyone is quite, stressed out. You walk somewhere and you by accident, poke someone with your shoulder. There is already like a fight going on, right? And there is already, a lot of the tension, right? Would be the good word to describe it. But then here, everyone is smiling, everyone is kind, and everyone is just, that perspective in life is, why would you stress out if you don't have to, right? So that's what I truly love and admire, because it gets into you and starts teaching you that good, principles in life, that the life maybe was supposed to be about that than, constantly rushing and running and, basically getting angry at every single thing, and everything can trigger you. While in Malaysia, you just are surrounded by smiles. So it's hard to be angry, and it's hard to, be frustrated.
It's hard to be angry, it's hard to be frustrated.
Wow.
Agata,
Apa ya? Untuk Malaysia, service excellent.
Service-nya excellent banget kepada orang-orang native, kepada orang-orang foreigner itu luar biasa. Service excellent banget. Wah, yang diberikan native Malaysian.
Iya, ya kan.
Wow.
Taksi walaupun muter-muter,
That's the thing.
the driver bersih.
Just imagine it happening in Jakarta, Mistika. You are alone, tertidur di dalam sebuah taksi. That very very dangerous. Ada beritanya, ada kabar yang pernah sangat viral di Indonesia, seorang gadis tertidur di dalam taksi dan bangun-bangun sudah nggak tahu ada di mana dan bersama siapa. Wow. Namun di Malaysia benar-benar even the taxi driver is a very very responsible.
Diantar sampai benar-benar tempat tujuan. Dan yang kerennya, Mister, nggak mikirin soal biaya.
Iya, nggak pikir pakai meternya, nggak dinyalain
Keren
ketika untuk membantu.
Drivernya, ya ampun.
Bertanggung jawab, kerja pakai
Iya.
hati, kerja pakai hati, luar biasa banget. Wow, dan itu lagi-lagi aku salut ya, orang Malaysia, laki-laki Malaysia
Sangat
pacaran
Iya.
dengan wanita Poland ini sudah 9 tahun, Mistika. Dan luar biasanya lagi, kalau memang kamu mau lanjut ya kamu harus convert ke Islam. Gitu. Dan laki-laki Malaysia ini nggak mau secinta apapun dia kepada wanita ini, tidak akan convert keluar Islam.
Keren banget.
Wow. Jadi yang di sini adalah yang butuh bener-bener deep discussion adalah si wanita ini seperti itu.
Benar-benar.
Semoga akan berakhir indah ya.
Kita tunggu
Ya,
informasi selanjutnya.
Ya.
Kan?
Luar biasa banget loh. Jadi memang sih nggak ada alasan untuk marah ya. Kenapa? Karena memang di sana tuh yang aku
Chill
tahu
tadi
sangat
katanya.
chill banget, sangat
Ya
laid
kan?
back. Namun bukan berarti nggak produktif. Namun mereka tuh nggak kayak apa ya, nggak kayak ngoyo tuh apa ya, nggak memaksakan, nggak terlalu memaksa. Kerja ya kerja seperti itu. Kalau bisa dibikin santai, namun tetap jalan kerjanya, ya udah seperti itu. Kenapa harus dipaksa kejar-kejaran sampai kamu stres?
Karena itu lagi, Mister. Orang-orang Malaysia tuh sangat ramah. Udah gitu service excellent-nya kan itu dia. Jadi
Betul.
nggak ada kata untuk stres.
Betul.
Nggak ada tekanan. Nggak ada, no pressure.
They really enjoy their life ya.
Iya,
Wow. Masalah makanan juga ternyata di sana tuh masalah yang serius ya. Masya Allah. Kenapa? Karena memang makanan dan Malaysia itu nggak bisa dipisahkan.
Tapi dari cerita yang tadi nih ada yang, kalau menurutku yang paling lucu ya, ketika dia beli makanan di tengah malam,
That's
sampai penjualnya tuh khawatir, kamu pulangnya sama siapa, sampai dia nyuruh anaknya, itu tuh
boom banget buat gitu. Itu boom banget, itu benar-benar di luar prediksi kami, di luar dugaan kami, benar-benar out of box banget. Si ibu yang jualan sate itu panggil si bule ini balik, come back. You cannot go home in the middle of night here alone. It's dangerous. So where is my son? You come, you bring her. Oh my. Merasa bertanggung jawab, padahal cuma customer sate sih Kak.
Iya.
Hubungannya hanya pembeli dan penjual sate, and then after that done kan? Namun tidak seperti itu.
Makanya service excellent, Mister.
Service-nya excellent banget, Masya Allah.
Keren kan ya?
Wah, luar biasa.
Baru kali ini loh ada penjual
Bener,
gitu.
aku juga nggak pernah seperti. Ya udah habis bayar ya udah.
Iya,
Customer
udah.
mau pergi kemana lagi terserah. Sama siapa dulu terserah.
Benar. Keren
Masya
ya.
Allah, luar biasa loh. Salut. Ini informasi pertama banget aku dengar ini. Dan ini ada di Malaysia, Masya Allah. Wow, seru banget videonya everyone. Dan bener-bener setelah kita lihat video ini gak ada alasannya untuk kita marah, untuk kita stres di Malaysia.
Sekali.
Karena lingkungannya bener-bener sangat chill dan sangat membantu banget.
Makin gak sabar kan?
Makin gak sabar. Okay, everyone, that's all from us. Hopefully that you find this really good and find this really good. Don't forget to thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Super much love from Indonesia.
Malaysia,
I love the video. I love the information. Bye everyone.
Bye.